So this is a widespread major snowstorm for so many people. Now you can see our radar right now. I switched the coloring over to give you a better indication of where the heaviest snow bands are. And once you see the yellow color right in here, this is where we have that heavier snow band. And this is what is producing those 2 to 3 inch per hour snowfall rates. Also notice that we're not seeing any lightning strikes right now, but we were earlier this morning. As early as about 2:30 this morning, we started seeing them in many communities. We're getting in on that. In Boston right now, you're not in the yellow, but you're in a darker green, and that extends up toward Peabody on the North Shore, all the way up toward Cape Ann and Gloucester. So you're looking at moderate to heavy snow right now. And then the green lightens up as you go back to the north and west, and then you get back into some heavier snow. Oftentimes with these bands on the west side of it, you get a little sinking air, and so the snow can be a little bit lighter. 17 inches so far down in Charlestown, Rhode Island. New Bedford, 16.5. So these are some really impressive snow numbers so far. And all of this is rotating around our storm. So the visibility with these heavier snow bands comes down to near and below a quarter of a mile, near zero in some spots. And unfortunately, we're going to hang on to this through at least 11 o'clock this morning. So it's 8 a.m. That's a few more hours to get through here with these intense snowfall rates, and the winds don't peak until midday. So you can kind of see the motion on everything here. Our area of low pressure is still to the south. You've been hearing Ted, for example, they're saying how conditions have gone downhill every hour. That's because the storm is getting closer and closer. It'll make its closest pass to us around midday and then start to pull away. And as that happens, we will see the snow start to let up in intensity. But the pressure on this one has dropped about 30 millibars or so in the past 24 hours. So this is officially one of those bomb cyclones with bombogenesis criteria being met. These are the current wind gusts. We're gusting to over 60 miles per hour on the south coast, New Bedford, and near 70 on Nantucket. Even Boston still gusting over 50 miles per hour, as we have been for a couple of hours. So we are looking at these peak winds to last through mid-afternoon, where we're going to see gusts between 55 and 70 miles per hour. Obviously, that is going to lead to additional power outages. That number is up now over 100,000 statewide, but they will be most widespread in this area here in red, where we have the heaviest snow and the strongest winds in southeastern Massachusetts. Look for the purple color. That is your heaviest snow, and that persists here in southeastern Massachusetts through 11 o'clock this morning. Thereafter, the intensity starts to come down a little bit. So this is why we are forecasting south of Boston, these areas to come up between 18 and 24 inches, 12 to 18 to the north and west. I think Boston will probably be on the edge of that, certainly. But there will be these localized spots here down in southeastern Massachusetts, especially interior Plymouth, Bristol counties, stretching toward Rhode Island, that may get closer to 30 inches of snow when all is said and done. So we talked about the snow. Let's talk more now about the wind and also the coastal flooding threat with Kellyanne. And again, can't stress enough here, Kellyanne. We've seen those kind of ice chunks floating in the water. That is something to think about too, as these winds bring all of that wave action ashore.
Yes, we have so many aspects to the storm that we really have to watch, and this is something that is very different from the storm we saw in January, of course. And one thing that's actually working in our favor is that Cindy just showed that area of low pressure is approaching us. We're getting into the heart of the storm, but the heart of the storm is approaching during what is considered low tide. We would be in a very different situation at our coastline if we were seeing the heart of the storm approaching during high tide. But because of this, we are not seeing as much in the way of surge and flooding, but we are, of course, going to still watch our high tide that's later this afternoon. What I want to show you is signs of this very powerful storm approaching us. Look at these wave heights. This is incredible. 20 to 22 feet for the outer Cape and moving toward the eastern shores of Nantucket. We're seeing wave heights of near 16 feet just south of Boston, 14 feet toward the tip of Cape Ann here. So we're seeing signs of this storm intensifying. That sort of wave action, of course, means yes, we have to watch those ice chunks. We have to watch for beach erosion, especially as we start to see more of a northerly direction to our wind later today. Our north-facing beaches will be more exposed. The coastal flood warning has been let to expire, but at this point, what we're seeing is a coastal flood advisory. Notice it's in effect for just the South Shore, Cape and Islands. It's not in effect for Boston areas north. We'll be watching in these areas for additional surge of about 1 to 2 feet as we approach the next high tide at 3:30 this afternoon. And that translates to minor to moderate coastal flooding. But again, it's that wave action and the wind that has us most concerned, Cindy.
Yeah, and a lot of folks, even away from the coastline, are hearing the wind outside their window right now going, when is this going to stop? So let me step you through that timeline here. It's 8 o'clock right now. These are your winds approximately. We're getting those gusts over 60 and 70. But unfortunately, look at noontime. They don't change that much. So plan on this level magnitude of winds through at least midday. And then as we get deeper into the afternoon, by sunset, the winds start coming down, but still gusting over 50 on Cape Cod until we get into the overnight hours. And then finally, the wind is going to settle down. So that is having the impact there on the coastal flood threat for sure. 5 to 8 p.m. That's when I think the snow is going to wrap up away from the coastline, but not till 8 to 10 o'clock tonight right along the coast. So that means you've got many more hours of snow to get through. Fortunately, we'll have a sunny day tomorrow. And then I know you don't want to hear this, but on Wednesday, we've got more light snow coming. But the key word is light. Timing not great during the morning commute on Wednesday. It should wrap up in the afternoon. It doesn't look like a lot, probably just a couple of inches, but adding insult to injury at this point. And then look at Friday. It could have more snow changing to rain as temperatures warm. We should be in the 40s for the upcoming weekend, and that will begin to melt some of this snow. Antoinette and Kate.